Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again. Right. I thought I'd take a little minute to make a wee video about what, well, everybody's making videos on right now. And that's the little Nintendo Direct conference that just happened where Nintendo finally announced the price and the release date for the Wii U. Now, they've been really hush-hush about that for ages. You know, we were supposed to get that at like E3, but for some reason they were awfully coy about it, and the conference at E3 ended up having like a lot more questions than answers, and a lot of people were a bit miffed about that, myself included. But they finally got around to it. I mean, I watched the Nintendo Direct conference. I didn't expect much of it. You know, I just expected release date and, you know, price. If they didn't announce that, then God help us, you know, this console would probably never come out, as far as I was concerned. But they announced it along with a few other things, which was like, oh, nice, okay. So, to get it all out of the way, the American release date for the Wii U is going to be November 18th. The European release date, which is when I'll be getting my hands on it, is November 30th. That's pretty good, you know, coming out at the end of the year for the holiday season. But more importantly, how much is it going to cost? Well, I was actually quite pleased with it. In a way. Let me elaborate. It's going to come in two units, a white one and a black one, called the normal unit and the premium unit. I can't remember the exact words, but basically the cheaper one's going to be white, the more expensive one's going to be black. The basic one, the white one, is going to come with the console, 8GB of internal memory, a Wii U gamepad, a HDMI cable, and maybe some other stuff. But yeah, the black version, which is the premium version, is going to come with all the aforementioned things in the basic version, but it's going to have 32GB of internal memory, as well as a stand for your console, a charging dock for your Wii U gamepad, and it's going to come with Nintendo Land, that friggin' minigame collection that Nintendo's really pushing right now, which they spoke about quite a bit at the conference, you know, and I literally did not give two flying fucks about. I'm sorry, but it's just like, again, it's just another minigame collection. It's like, yeah, oh my god, Bayonetta! Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. So, the basic unit is going to be $300, and the premium unit is going to be $350. That's extremely well priced, especially compared to, you know, what the 360 and PS3 is currently costing. Sure, it costs more, but the thing is, this is a new console, you know, next generation, and people are going to be, like, all over that shit. However, there's a bad point to this, and I was expecting it. Okay, so I saw those two units, I'm like, oh, I'm totally gone for that black one. That one looks awesome, you know, because I wasn't fussed about Nintendo Land, but the extra memory, you know, swayed me into it. But, I did a quick look, and $350 apparently comes out to like 220 British pounds, you know. I don't know what it is in euros, but it comes out to 220 pounds. So I'm thinking to myself, they'll probably price that at 250, you know. I mean, they've got to leech off the UK people a wee bit, you know. But guess how much they're charging for it? It's actually going to be 300 quid, okay? So yeah, just like the 3DS, the UK is getting mega ripped off, and that annoys me so fucking much. They did this with the 3DS. I can remember 3DS when it came out was $250. They charged the UK £230. It's a sodden rip-off. They actually cut the price down to like 170 before the price cut worldwide, and now you can get a 3DS for like £130, I think. Is that the current price? But yeah, basically, UK got two price cuts because Nintendo knew they were ripping us off a new one, you know? So, I'm saying this right now, but I'll probably cave in on launch. I want to say, you know, I've learnt my lesson, and I'm going to wait to see if Nintendo does something about that price. I mean, that might not actually be the UK price. Maybe it's just like, because I just had a quick look at Amazon, had a quick look on some other sites, and they were all saying the same thing. So if I'm wrong, but I don't want to spend 300 quid on something that the US is only spending $350 on. I did that with the 3DS. I don't want to do it again. But despite that, the Wii U's looking really good. They spoke about Nintendo TV a wee bit. Doesn't really interest me. I was kind of like tuning in and out of it. I was watching other stuff on YouTube at the time because I don't really watch TV. But I'm sure that for everybody who does want it, that's cool. And hey, it's free, you know? So they're not going to be charging monthly services like Netflix or Xbox Live or whatever. So you can't complain about something that's free. So good on you, Nintendo. There's also, oh fuck, I forgot to say something. This is actually really awesome. This is another thing that's swaying me into getting the premium edition of the console. When you buy it, you're gonna get like some free points to use on the eShop, you know, the Wii U eShop. And you'll also get a code that will give you 10% off every purchase you make until 2014, I think. So yeah, that's like, it's a mega good deal right there. And now that I think about it, trying to take full advantage of that does make me want to get it day one. I fucking hate Nintendo sometimes, you know that? I love them, but I hate them as well. Right, so anyway, that's pretty much as far as the features go, but they did show off some games. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U is going to be a launch title. I'm kind of with everyone else at the moment, you know, it's just so ridiculous that they're releasing 2 new Super Mario Bros. Games in the same year, within just like 2 or 3 months of each other. It's just really weird. Now, the Wii U one does look more appealing to me than the 3DS one, because, you know, I prefer playing on that sort of game on a console, really. But I don't know, it's just not enough. It doesn't look like they've made any huge advancements. That sort of like boost mode, that looks quite cool. They were trying to tout about the fact that interconnected world map was somehow innovative, even though it was in Super Mario World. And yeah, it's fucking new Super Mario Brothers. We know exactly how it's gonna play, and we'll probably see another one next year. Actually, no, we won't, because Nintendo did say that they were only going to release one of those games per console. Just like they do with Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. But yeah, we'll see anyway. Obviously, Rayman Legends, I think that's still going to be a launch title, and it's going to be my number 1. Project P100 got renamed to The Wonderful 101. That looks quite cool as well. I'm not too interested in it, but I'll wait till the reviews come out in that. But the sort of one that definitely took me by surprise so much was Bayonetta 2. No one suspected that. No one suspected that Nintendo was going to publish Bayonetta 2. Okay, there was hundreds of rumors that Sega had like cancelled that, and you know, I kind of lost all hope. I mean, Bayonetta is so fucking good. You guys not played that game, you really sodding should. But it's going to be coming out, and it's going to be published by Nintendo, so it's going to be Wii U exclusive. And it really just blew my mind, because Bayonetta wasn't extremely popular. It got good reviews up the arse, but it wasn't like really, it wasn't necessarily a system seller. But the fact that they're going out the way to publish it, it's like, yes. And that makes me think, you know, it's probably going to be a couple of years before the game comes out, if, you know, the first one took ages to come out. But that was like, that definitely just swayed me, you know. That was the highlight of the conference for me there, you know, Bayonetta 2. And it guarantees that I will own a Wii U at some point. I was going to get one anyway, but that's just, you know, that ups Rayman Legends even for me, because Bayonetta is just so fucking good. Yeah, so was there anything else that they talked about? They had Activision come out showing off a couple of games. There's going to be like Skylanders. There's going to be a new James Bond game, which is pretty cool. It's not going to be based off GoldenEye. It's going to be based off several James Bond films. That's pretty interesting. And also Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is going to be on Wii U. Predictable, but I don't see how it's going to be as big a deal, really, because you know, just hear me out, I'm pretty sure, I feel this way about the Call of Duty game on the Vita as well. I just think everybody who's into that series is just immediately going to only own a 360 or a PS3, you know, because they're just that sort of like demographic, you know. The sort of like stereotypical fraghead that is a Call of Duty fan isn't going to go out of their way to buy a new console just to play Call of Duty. Now granted, people that play Call of Duty, people who are, you know, Nintendo exclusive gamers, they're going to be able to play a HD Call of Duty for the first time, which is, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm sure Activision doesn't object to having it on multiple consoles. But the thing that interested me most about it, though, I mean, they had a cool little split screen thing where one player could play on the TV and the other player could play on the Wii U. You know, that'll be quite cool. But it'll be interesting because apparently, if you're not using the Wii U gamepad, you've got to use the Wii remote and nunchuck. Because as you know, like apparently there are going to be games that are going to utilize the Wii remote and nunchuck. That's kind of a design controller. You know, apart from the Pro controller, which just looks like a 360 pad. I imagine that'll be compatible with Call of Duty as well, but that's gonna be so weird. Playing a HD game, all 1080p style, with the friggin' where is it? With your friggin' Wii remote. You know, I'm not down in the Wii or anything, but it's just gonna be weird, you know, clicking away on the screen, and it's just gonna be, you know, looking so nice because you're kind of used to the sort of like standard definition that the Wii U offers, and yeah, that's just gonna be interesting. You know, I imagine Call of Duty won't be the only game to do that, but yeah, you get me. So yeah, in conclusion, that was a really good conference right there. It does get people. It did get me quite a lot more excited actually about it. But again, the pricing is just bugging me, you know, the fact that we're getting ripped off, and I did it with the 3DS, I'm probably going to do it with this one, but at the same time, my moral standard is like, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't let Nintendo take all your money, just because you happen to live in another country. It's just, ow! I don't know. Expect a Wii U unboxing on November 30th. See you after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.